Well, delivery dates of the $1,400 fourth stimulus check, specifically aimed at the people on Social Security, including retirement, SSDI, disability, survivors, and SSI recipients, specifically low income seniors, older adults, and of course, people with disabilities. I have all the details right here in this video, what you need to know right here in this video. So, without further ado, let's get right into all the important details. Now, today in this video, I wanted to address some of the concerns and the questions I have been seeing a lot lately in the community. All I want to focus is on to a next event of another stimulus check and who would be included when they will send out a stimulus check. And actually, it is not because they are actually concerned about us, it's because they wanted to use as a means to get money into the economy. Now, there are a lot of people right here in the community basically asking, will there be any fourth stimulus check, or actually it's not going to happen? And if it is happening, then how much will be our fourth stimulus check and how soon it will be delivered to us? And who will be included in the fourth stimulus check? Now, these are some great questions, very important questions I wanted to focus right here in this video, and I completely understand this information literally changes every single day, and we are talking about tons of money right over here. These funds could be tapped into and used for the stimulus provision. I wanted to keep you up to date on all the latest update, what is actually happening right here in the economy. Out of 6 trillion, we still have like 0.5 trillion remaining. The money is just sitting around there. Honestly, this one is still enough to send out like $2,000 for federal level stimulus check to everybody right here in the nation. We are not talking about just extra money, we are talking about the existing money. How quickly we can get money out to the people to pump the economy very quickly. Will there be another fourth stimulus check happening? Well, let me spoil all the details for you as of right now. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into all the important details. However, quickly before we start, make sure to check out our channel How To Guys for all the latest details, stimulus check, fourth stimulus check update, latest statewide stimulus, social security updates. Make sure to subscribe with all the bell notification so you won't miss any of the latest updates from our channel. And guys, be sure to hit that like button, that really helps us pushing out all these videos. Share these videos, and without further ado, let's jump right into all the details. Okay, so let's get right into all the details. Now, a universal basic income programs and all of this other payment distribution, including child tax payment, were basically all refined the process to get the money out into the people's bank accounts. And you know what, these programs do deliver the payments very quickly. Now, if you have been thinking a lot, well, does this sound a little bit interesting how all these programs basically popped out at the same time, and it was almost like a practice round to see quickly how quickly we can get money out to the people. But first and foremost, will there be another fourth stimulus check happening? Well, let me spoil all the details for you as of right now. A fourth stimulus check has not been approved as per the current details, but as I mentioned in my previous videos, the best thing that we can do, we need to watch all the important numbers related to the economy, important details on federal reserves, also the inflation, interest rates, and of course everything else going on with the US economy, what lawmakers are doing regarding the new Congress, the administration, the debt ceiling that is happening recently. And basically I wanted to emphasize on this point, when they will send out a stimulus check, and actually it is not because they are actually concerned about us, it's because they wanted to use as a means to get money into the economy to pump the economy very quickly, because you know economy is basically not happy as of right now. The US economy is not so much happy, so they wanted to give that money to us because you know what, they are going to spend it right away. So just being honest with you, this is the whole idea behind the stimulus. If you wanted to send me a check and tell me to spend this money, well, they don't want to save, they don't want our money to invest it, they just want the stimulus money to get spent sooner. And that's why it's called a stimulus check. It's to basically stimulate the economy anyway. Now, I won't go into all the rants and all that. I don't want to rant all about this one. All I want to focus is on to a next event of another stimulus check and who would be included. That would be a really great question. Which group of recipient will be exactly included? And again, it totally depends on how much stimulus the economy really needs. And remember that the last few years, here we have got like 3 different stimulus check on a federal level. And for the most part, those three federal level stimulus check reached about 85% of the population. So the first of the three stimulus check over the last couple of years, first one is for $1,200 and it was approved and signed into law on March 27th of the 2020. And you know what? We didn't got our first payment until about April 15th. So it was about 2.5 weeks after the package was released, and the first stimulus check was called like a CARES Act at this time, which spent $2.3 trillion. And remember that the one late December 2020, it was actually signed into a law on December 28th, but the check literally went out like next 24 hours later, and there were already checks pending in the accounts of the people. That was not for everyone, but there's some people who are basically like tweeting that checks are pending in their accounts already. They have just 24 hours later basically got this payment. At least the vast majority of people did got their checks in about week later or so, early in the January. The first big wave came in about week later, so a lot of people started seeing them just 24 or 48 hours later after it was signed into law. So that was pretty fast for some strange reason for some people. And now let's talk about the check number 3. Well, this was signed into law on the March 11th of the 2021, and now the first big wave of the payments went out in about a week later on March 17th. And unfortunately, people on fixed income beneficiaries, most needed people, actually waited until April 7th, almost a month later. Now why that whole drama went? Well, actually apparently the Social Security Administration did not send over the files to all the million beneficiaries to the IRS and the Treasury, so they couldn't process those payments. Now I wanted to make this very clear. At this time, any sort of a bill in the Congress that contains stimulus check, as of right now, a bill has not been signed into a law. Stimulus check has not been approved as of right now. None of the four stimulus check have been approved as of right now. I wanted to make this very clear so there should be no misunderstanding about it when it comes to those answers. Right here in the comments down below, I see this question a lot. Is there any fourth stimulus check have been approved? And here is the answer, guys. None of the four stimulus check have been approved at this point. But is there any possibility of approval? Well, let's check it out. Actually, the money is right here onto the table. If you check out the COVID money tracker, right here in the legislative actions, we have got the orange bar. We got $6 trillion which was set aside to go out and help out the stimulus provisions, and out of that 5.5 trillion has been distributed, which means literally like $500 billion left just sitting over there that could be used to send out stimulus check. And honestly, this one is still enough to send out like $2,000 for federal level stimulus check to everybody right here in the nation. President could use their executive action to reallocate those existing funds. We are not talking about just extra money. We are talking about the existing money which was originally allocated for helping out people. We have actually seen before, like the former President Donald Trump, who did the program to enhance, boost and extend out those unemployment benefits during the pandemic. So it has been done before. It's not a new thing again. We already have like a $100 billion just sitting onto the table. So it's not a new stimulus money. It's basically the old allocated stimulus money. This money is still remaining and just sitting onto the table. So Congress could literally fill it one day and they would probably pass this money as a fourth stimulus check to stimulate the economy if they realize the true need. And right after that, President Biden basically have to sign it into the law, and that's it. And that could be a possibility if they truly realize there is a need to stimulate the economy. Once I got any sort of a details on that, I will keep you posted. So make sure to subscribe to our channel How To Guys with all the bell notification turn on so you'll never miss any sort of a latest details. Also, you can check out some of the other stimulus videos from our channel. IRS is really sending out those $1,232. Who knows, you could be eligible to claim this stimulus money from IRS, so make sure to check this video out. Also, there are tons of other states which are issuing stimulus check onto the state level, so be sure to check this video out as well and check out whether your state is covered in the list. And guys, this is Kedar from How To Guys signing out.